I currently have 53 piercings, and in my life I've had a lot more than that. And in the time that I've been getting piercings, I have made a lot of mistakes. And in this week's video, I'm going to be telling you everything that I've learned from those mistakes. The biggest thing that I've learned is the dangers of piercing guns. For a long time, I defended piercing guns. I thought that they were perfectly safe and nothing could go wrong. But after a lot of bad reactions with piercing guns and actually fully researching it, I realized just how dangerous they are. A piercing gun cannot fully be cleaned, and this is coming into contact with bodily fluids. It can transmit germs and bacteria and anything from one person to the other, and that piercing gun, it goes through thousands of people in its lifetime. Piercing guns can cause blunt force trauma, which can shatter the cartilage. It can heighten the risk of infection and rejection. And unlike a piercing needle that actually has a hole in it, a piercing gun doesn't leave room for the jewelry to go through. And the jewelry does not leave room for swelling, which is something that I learnt the hard way when I got a cartilage piercing done with a gun. And then the next day when I woke up, my ear had swollen over the stud. And believe me, that was extremely painful to get that jewelry out of my ear. And what I noticed was that the more I got piercings done with a gun, the worse the reaction got. And I've still got some of my cartilage piercings that were done with a gun that don't ever fully heal. So they might be fine for a couple of years, and then one day randomly they'll start to swell up, or they'll start to get really sore. And even if I change the jewelry to a brand new sterilized proper jewelry, it does not fix the problem. And this gets me into jewelry. That is one thing that I've learned. Anything that has a clip on the back, such as a stud that they will use with a piercing gun, a lot of dried blood and scabs and really gross stuff ends up getting stuck on the little clip at the back. And I still notice that now, even with perfectly healed piercings. And buying cheap jewelry, not the ones that you get at the pharmacy that's in the little packet. Actual cheap ass ones that you'll just get on the shelf somewhere at a random shop. Bad idea, because a lot of people will have a reaction to very cheap jewelry. Some people don't, but most people will. And if I was to recommend the sort of jewelry that you should be using, I would suggest a labret bar. That type of jewelry is easy to tighten, it's easy to put on, and it's easy to clean. So you can just unscrew it, take it out, clean around the ear and clean the jewelry, and then put it back in. But with a stud, it's a lot harder to clean the inside part where you've got the clip on the back. Another thing that I have learned is to not use that cheap ass disinfectant spray that you can get at the pharmacy. That stuff does not work. The best thing that you can use to clean a new piercing is sea salt. It's cheap, you can get it anywhere, and it is perfect for everybody. Just dissolve sea salt in hot water and clean it twice a day. I've learned a lot about piercing rejection. I've gotten my eyebrow pierced so many times, I think up to 10 times. And every single time I got it pierced, it kept getting rejected. And stupid me, I would not take it out. I kept thinking that it was going to fix itself. If I kept cleaning it, eventually it was going to heal. But I didn't know that piercings that get rejected will not ever heal. And because of this, I have a lot of scarring on my eyebrows and I have a lot of hair loss. Recently, I did a video about my rejected piercing. I got my vertical tragus pierced and I knew that was going to get rejected, and of course it did. And from my own personal experience, every time I got a piercing that got rejected and I took out the jewelry, let it close over it and got it redone, it rejected every single time. So that's a very bad idea. If you get one piercing that gets rejected, please don't ever get it done again, because the chances are that that will reject the next time. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments, and if I can help you, I'm more than happy to do so. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a big big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you next week. Bye.